hired. And internationally, Kamala Harris hits campaign trail as Republicans step up attacks. In your news, a 20-year-old woman has reported to police that she was sexually assaulted at a guest house. The victim told police that around 7 a.m. on Sunday, she went to a party in Belmont area with some friends. She said she met someone she had only interacted with via the social media app Instagram at the event. The victim told the police that after a few drinks, the man and his friend insisted that the woman accompany them to a guest house in Port of Spain area. She said she went with the two, however, upon arriving at the location, she was sexually assaulted. She was then told to shower, and one of the men dropped the victim off along Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. The victim immediately went to the Besseau Street police station and made a report. Police investigations are continuing. In more news, one bandit is dead and another injured after a Charleville homeowner shot them during a home invasion. The homeowner lives on the first floor of the property of Caroni Savannah Road and rents the ground floor of his home to two businesses. He was awakened around 3:10 a.m. on July 22nd when 5 men climbed a wall and entered the house through a window. The man drew his licensed gun and confronted the men, firing several shots at them. One bandit was shot and killed, another was injured but managed to escape. In further news, Heritage Petroleum said it will take all necessary steps to remove unauthorized structures on or over its pipelines, including litigation and the removal and or demolition of structures. In an update Tuesday, the company warned that anyone occupying properties over its pipelines right of way is at risk of serious injury in engaging in such unauthorized practices. The company said all unauthorized encroachment on heritage property should call their hotline 484-8044. The company said all calls are treated with strict confidentiality. In more stories, his incident happened around 8:30 p.m. on Monday night. The officer has been identified as Police Constable Shakala Charles, who was last attached to the Garden Emergency Branch, has been an officer in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for the past 8 years. Charles was taken to the Port of Spain General Hospital for medical treatment. Police are presently investigating. In a separate incident, police say 2 suspects are on the run after 2 other men were shot and wounded at Phase 4 Beetham Gardens on Monday evening. Around 2:50 p.m. on July 22nd, residents of Phase 4 Beetham Gardens said they heard gunshots that lasted roughly 2 minutes. One resident said real corn started to bust, I would say about 200 rounds. When the media visited the scene, police were cordoning off the scene of the shooting, in which there was a grey Hyundai with bullet holes in the left back door. Police said 2 wounded men were taken to the hospital. They could not confirm if any of the victims has died. A short while later, police tried to intercept a white AD wagon number plate PCT 4726 at Plaisance Road near Junction Lights, Laventille. Eyewitnesses say the suspects and the police were involved in a shootout and 2 suspects ran off. Police said a machine gun were recovered from the vehicle. Police were both investigating both scenes up to press time. More in news, the Ministry of National Security has dismissed claims made by former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith that some 28 individuals who were fired by the Strategic Services Agency have been rehired. In a statement on Sunday, Griffith alleged that he was reliably informed that nearly half of the individuals who were terminated from the SSA have been recalled to return to duty at the same SSA. He said if this is indeed true, then this highlights the extent of the government's hypocrisy, double standards, bias, victimization, and incompetence for all of the public to see. Griffith further claims that the government's decision to rehire these individuals appears to be a desperate attempt to mitigate the impending legal repercussions for their unjust actions. However, according to the National Security Ministry, in a media release, none of the former employees were rehired.
In a release, I continue, from his political party, Griffith criticized the ignorance of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines regarding the involvement of SSA weapons and ammunition in criminal activities. The first question I want to ask, since Mr. Griffith is a member of nothing in national security and perhaps only the NTA, how does he know what is happening in the SSA? Which weapon had ballistic testing and which weapon not? Which weapons the police are investigating and which weapons not? How could he know that? Especially since no one will trust him with even information about a mango, because he has proven that he's unworthy of that by revealing all kinds of things that would have come to his attention in earlier times. The UNC know that. The COP know that. This government knows that. He went on to say they either misunderstood or deliberately lied to the country. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, the issue that is in front of the country now is, as I explained a while ago, reports that came from the police to the National Security Council, which we must and did take seriously and acted in a timely manner, timiest manner. And that issue is, or involves, firearms. One of the issues, and the Prime Minister on behalf of the government made it very clear, that a lot of the acquisition of firearms in the SSA were done outside of the knowledge of this minister, the government as a whole.
The ministry explained further that the reason for the establishment of the unapproved TRT and its operations during its existence remains a subject of immediate and active police investigation. And internationally, Republican leaders are expected to speak in Washington, D.C. later as the party turns its sights on Kamala Harris's likely presidential campaign. Harris says she has the broad support to be the Democrats' nominee in November's elections. On Monday, J.D. Vance, Trump's running mate, said Biden was one of the worst presidents in the country's history and that Harris was 1,000,000 times worse. Meanwhile, Harris will speak at a political event in Milwaukee later today. And Biden is expected to leave his home in Delaware, where he had been isolating with COVID-19, to return to the White House. Now let's take a look at the sport and your weather report. In sport, Sir Viv Richards and Carl Hooper call on Brian Lara to apologize after Lara claimed Richards used to make him and Cooper cry. Viv Richards and Carl Hooper have strongly hit back at former West Indies teammate Brian Lara for gross misrepresentations in his book, Lara, the England Chronicles, in a joint statement released on Sunday, both former West Indies captains have rejected Lara's claim that Richards made Hooper cry once a week, describing it as categorically false, and asked the latter to issue an sincere apology for the harm caused. In the book, an extract of which was run recently on ESPN, Lara wrote that Richards' words in the dressing room could intimidate players, though he made clear he always had West Indies betterment always at heart. Viv used to make me cry every 3 weeks, but he would make Carl cry once a week. Viv's tone of voice is intimidating, and if you're not strong enough, you can take that personally and be affected by it. Me, I was nearly really affected by it, and in a way I welcomed it because I was so much under his arm that I knew abuse was coming, and I was a strong personality. Carl, I know for a fact that Carl shied away from Viv Richards. Richards and Hooper have pulled up Lara for attempting to profit from such deceit, something they find inconceivable considering his stature in global cricket. We demand that Mr. Lara immediately issues a public retraction of these false claims and offer a sincere apology for the harm caused. It is crucial for the integrity of public discourse and their personal and professional lives that the truth is set right. In more sport, as the Paris Olympics are set to open this week, the United States goes in as the favorite to win the most medals. China is unlikely to overtake the USA in the overall medal haul, but has a chance, to win more gold medals than the Americans. Though the games highlight great individual athletes, they are also a surrogate for geopolitical influence and national pride. The United States is projected to win 112 medals overall, 39 gold medals, 32 silver and 41 bronze. China is forecast to win 86 overall, 34 gold, 27 silver and 25 bronze. This forecast is by Nielsen's Grace Note Sports, which supplies statistical analysis for sport leagues around the world. It also tracks major competitions involving Olympic sports leading up to the Games. The United States and China finished 1-2 in both categories in 2021 in the pandemic-delayed Tokyo Olympics. The International Olympic Committee does not compile medal rankings. Grace Note has calculated its standings on overall medals won, although others focus the rankings on gold totals. And that's all for sport. Now let's take a look at your weather report. Trinidad, Tobago and the windwards partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy at times, with occasional showers and a medium chance of heavy showers or thunderstorms. The night will be partly cloudy to cloudy conditions with a few showers and a low chance of an isolated heavy showers or thunderstorms. Please note gusty winds and street or flash flooding may occur in or near heavy showers or thunderstorms. The remainder of the Lesser Antilles mostly fair and breezy conditions despite isolated showers. The night mostly fair despite partly cloudy spells accompanied by few showers. In our temperature, last night there was a minimum temperature of 25 degrees in Trinidad and 26 degrees in Tobago. Our maximum temperature today is 33 degrees in Trinidad and 32 in Tobago. Our seas are moderate with waves between 1.5 and 2 meters in open waters and up to 1 meter and occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. Recapping the headlines, a woman was sexually assaulted after going to a guest house with 2 men. A bandit is dead and another injured after a homeowner confronted 5 of them during a home invasion. Heritage warns of removal of unauthorized structures. A police officer on patrol in Port of Spain was reportedly shot in the chest. 2 men shot in Beetham, suspects on the run. Ministry clarifies former SSA staff were not rehired. And internationally, Kamala Harris hits campaign trail as Republicans step up attacks. And that's all for your news today. I'm Shanaka Phibbs. Thank you for joining me. Do have a blessed day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
But I'm a praying soul. Devil just try, but he just never learn. So much on my mind. If I tell you, just look at me smile. When them do me wrong, I do them right. I'm just a man who does pray at night. How I live it.
New branch like Pole 50 Diet Street, Canupia. We've done it again, and check out these amazing deals just for you. Always a better deal. Come on down today. Don't forget to ask about our amazing in-store shopping competitions. We've always got something for you going on. Always aiming to please, and we never do anything less. Lots more in store just for you. It's always a better deal. Offers run till July 24th, 2024 while stocks last. Like Pole 50 Diet Street, Canupia, and 70 around West Road, Sarwar. Come enjoy Christmas in July at Furniture Plus with incredible deals in store and online. Shop Queen mattresses from $699. Get combo deals from $1,499. Save up to $3,600 on appliances. Get up to 30% off furniture plus free gifts with select purchases. Need a payment plan? Affordable hire purchase plans are available. All Furniture Plus stores open Monday to Saturday. Shop Savarima store open Sundays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sarwar store open Sundays at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check press and social media for details. Looking for a pleasurable experience? Then look no further. The Sea Champion is available for rent. Sailing from King's Wharf, San Fernando for a 4-hour cruise. Sailing times at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., and 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. 1 hour boarding, 3 hours of sailing. This includes a house DJ for boarding, cleaning, cruise security, and a well-stocked bar. For more information on bookings and packages available, contact 399-5959, 324-4227, or 281-4723.
We are they walking around the club. My blessings come from high on top. Father, no. Forgive them, they go no better. Father, no.
Natural Health Solutions Limited features education outperforms medication segments every Tuesday at 8:05 a.m. to 8:35 a.m. right here on the street 919 FM. Call us at 222-2189 or WhatsApp only 304-5816 Trinidad or 732-9186 Tobago. Location is number 8 Olsenville Road, St. Augustine, and number 40 Wilson Road, Scarborough, Tobago. Business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays.
Nothing can change the groove, I feeling real good. Them can change the mood, I feeling real good.
Hello, Charlie, I want it now.
A jiggy calypso, King Charlie. People just borrow and do as they may, causing you sorrow along the way. All who feel they take and get away. It's the children going to pay. Oh, what a thing, Charlie, to be King Charlie. I'm sure you got to rejoice and sing. Oh, yeah. Now that you done celebrate, there's something that cannot wait. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have. Your dear mother passing left many in tears, but her passing also left you in a rest. Charles, give me what you have for me. Give me what you.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens, and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Highlighting young, vibrant, and future stars spreading our nation's banner across the world. Telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon, 919 family. Happy Tuesday once again. Positive Corner is with us live and direct from the street, 919 FM. And today, you know, I always have tried to bring something special, but we have a part 2 because we had a part 1 and we need to bring more information. And this part 2 is all about youth and youth development and business. So we have a beautiful young lady that I interviewed last year, such a sweetheart. We have Miss Khadija Dyer, who's the Program Officer of the Youth Education and Development and PR Communications. Am I correct?
Yes, economic development.
Right, straight from the Emancipation Support Committee. From the village, is it Yasu?
Yes.
Yasu Omowali village. Correct me, because sometimes I saw the people at it. Right, straight from the Emancipation Support Committee, we have this beautiful young woman, Khadija Dyer, is here with you, and she's going to give us a whole elaborated amount of information, because we are going to talk about youth activities and economic development. So, Khadija, today is your day. No, you have the floor to give us the amount of information that, you know, we would want to grasp today. And tell me what, well, not tell me, tell us as well, I'm included. Tell us what are the plans that you all have in terms of that.
Okay, good afternoon to you. Nice seeing you again.
Yes, yes.
I've been seeing you so long.
Yeah.
And good afternoon to your viewers as well. Right, so it's Emancipation Celebration again.
Right.
So around this time, you know, everyone is gearing up. We have persons coming out. We have persons against it, for it. So it goes.
Yes.
But the fight continues, and we do what we have to do nonetheless. So I'm in charge of youth education development. So for the emancipation period, before we had a drumming session with Master Drummer Xavier Phillips from Master Foley.
Right.
So we had 4 drumming sessions leading up to emancipation with young children. And for the emancipation, for the village period, which is from July the 27th until August the 2nd, but for youth activities, it will run from the 27th until the 31st.
Right.
So every day we have 2 workshops for the children. So we know sometimes parents are walking about, Mommy are tired, Mommy are ready to go home, Mommy the sun hot, Mommy we could go.
Usual thing.
So we are creating kids corners. So parents can come, they can leave their children in educational interactive workshops, and they can go enjoy the show, walk around, and come back for their children. On the 29th, however, that's what we call youth takeover. So we have hundreds of children coming from various camps, sports camps, you name it, coming to be a part of the village. So this year, in the past, we would have done curated sessions, but this year we leave it open. So when you come on the morning, you are free to go to whichever workshop you want to go to. But the fun of it, so it's like a circuit, but the fun of it, each facilitator will decide to give a puzzle piece to a particular camp. And they now have to come and fit that puzzle piece into a bigger picture. We're not saying what it is yet.
Right.
Right? And the last piece will tell a message. So that way we get the children, we get the camps to visit as much as the workshops as possible. And also to answer questions, because by engaging with the facilitator, you'll receive your puzzle piece.
Okay.
So that's on the 29th. And the 30th to the 1st, we go back to the 2 workshops in the afternoon. Workshops include stick fighting, stilt walking, pan, drumming, African dance, storytelling, pyrogonad, midnight rubber. Why these things? Because they are part of our culture.
Yes, it is.
If you ask a 5-year-old what's a pyrogonad, they're going to say, Miss, what?
True.
And then when even some adults, if you ask them what is a pyrogonad, they don't know.
Right.
And if you do show them a picture, you know, that jumpy thing, but that's part of your culture.
Yes, it is.
Why you say not jumpy thing? Because someone would have told you that. And even if you know better, even if you know, no, it's not, you still don't want to go out on your own to find out. So you're walking around with this notion that anything African culture is negative.
True.
So immediately, from just looking at a pyrogonad, them jump it, and we get that. But again, that's part of it. We can't fight every battle.
Right.
We have to pick our battles to know which war we want to go into to win.
Right.
And that is what part of my journey, because outside of emancipation, we have the National African History Quiz and Spoken Word Competition.
Right.
The girl who won it performed I'm an African Child by Pearl N2 Springer, Naka. She had everyone just mesmerized, and she will be performing at the opening of the village. Because that's what we do. We take the children from the competition and bring them into the village.
Nice.
So now they're getting more exposure. Same for the African History Quiz. Some of these same students, Miss, we didn't know this before. Miss, why not a part of the curriculum? Miss, our teacher never told us this. There's not any history books. But now we have piqued their interest. So they go on to further history, do history, or they go on to investigate for themselves. And they come back and we have the discussion, this back and forth. We create this WhatsApp group and they share information. And I love that. I love that. So someone asks what we have to celebrate when our black children are dying every day. We know this.
Yes.
We know this. But there's also positive things coming from our same African children.
Yes.
The drums. When you come, the community groups, it's young people. Thousands of them come out every year. And they have chosen that path instead of going the violent way.
Yes.
They have chosen to give up their Saturdays, their Sundays to go online, to come to be a part of the village. The steel pan, our national instrument. The children play their hearts out. The Moko Jumbies. We have children as young as 5-year-olds on stilts. And poor Mika walking stilettos.
Yeah.
And they up on stilts high up in the air. You know, and they embrace that, they love it. When you ask them, they say, Miss, we just have to be here as part of our culture.
Yes.
Right?
But that's the thing too. In schools, I would say in schools and in other areas, we are not, us as African people, we are not taught the in-depth history of our culture and where we came from and where our forefathers, our ancestors came from. We just touch on the surface. So this you know, this initiative that you all have on emancipation during this I think it's a week and something.
Yeah.
Right, a week and something. To me, it's just a tip of the iceberg. I wish it could have been extended a period of time.
But you know, the same people who point to be extended don't support it.
True.
So everyone is keyboard warriors. But what are you doing
Yes.
You want to know what we do, what the government doing, what this person, what are you doing? What are you telling your children every day?
Yes.
When your daughter leaves to go to school, do you say you're a beautiful African child? When your son leaves, when your son is being bullied, do you tell him stand strong? Your ancestors were strong. Your ancestors were kings. Do you tell him that?
Wow.
You want to know what we are doing? What are you doing? Do you tell them, okay, do you know that the traffic light was invented by an African? Do you say that? Do you know that the fire equipment was invented by an African? What are you doing?
Yes.
Besides sit down home and type in, what are you doing?
Yes.
So when anyone come in his neck, it's simple. What are you doing?
That's the thing. Our young black people, we lack a lot of information in terms of who we really are as a people.
And there's so when I started this journey, there's so much information out there. I started this since I was going secondary school success. And I met Auntie Into at the time. She was the director of the Heritage Library. She developed that part of the library actually.
Right.
And we was doing our SBA for history, and I had chosen slavery. And she had told me to get in contact with the organization. But by then it was too late and I had to submit my SBA.
Right.
When I went to TTHDI, now defunct, we had internship, and that was one of the organizations. I said, you know what, this is coming up again. This cannot be a coincidence.
Yes.
Let me go. And since then, you know, when I went in at the same point and Tuggy, because I'm young, I'm coming up, I'm from Mova, so I'm hearing what they say, the ghetto youth talking.
Yes.
I have 3 brothers, you know, and I'm there the board, I'm fighting with the board.
Yes.
And the same thing my boss told me, she said, what you doing?
True.
You come here to fight with me, but what you doing? And in my first year, I did my proposal for the African History Quiz. And we are now at 14 years doing that.
Wow.
Republic Bank, our sponsor, has been with us for 12 of those years. Wow. So I know it's making a difference.
Yes. It is making a difference slowly but surely.
We
will get there slowly
and
but surely.
Drip by drip, it will fill the bucket.
Yes.
Drip by drip, it will fill that bucket. And again, so much information. But when persons start to dig, and that journey you have to take, no one can make you take that journey. You have to say to yourself, I am willing to go on that journey. I am willing to learn where my family, my history came from.
Yes.
I'm willing to know that. That's a different kind of journey. That's a spiritual journey that you have to be comfortable within yourself.
Yes, spiritually strong and mentally strong.
Exactly.
For it, yes.
You have to be comfortable with who you are as a person. You have to be comfortable that when you learn this information, if this changes you, you have to be able to stand among your peers with that information and be willing now to correct them. Yeah. Willing now to be the leader and not a follower no more. You now have to be able to take on that responsibility, but with great power.
So we spoke about the youth activities. I want to touch more. I want to touch on the economic development.
So this year we have 255 African entrepreneurs. The largest. And not just from Trinidad and Tobago. We are from Jamaica, Dominica, Guyana, Grenada, Gambia, Congo, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, Florida, New York, coming to be a part of this. We have persons from the Caribbean come just for this, just to shop. It have persons who shop for their Christmas items, the decor at the village. This is their Christmas. They come out to be a part. They come out to support the vendors. And each year, you know, the vendors, they grew, their business grew from this. Yes. Those who just sat off with a table space now have storefronts in Port of Spain.
Yes, I know. I can tell you, I know. Because I shop from some of them.
Right. So we know that is what we are celebrating. I am celebrating that. I know a vendor started off with just a basket of goods, and now she can say, Khadija, come, I have a store. that we could send people to this person, okay, you look at, because people around us, people call, we can get this, we can get that, and we can send them.
Right.
Even outside emancipation season, we can send them to these persons.
Yes.
And African people are creative.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's a sorrel fudge.
No, never.
But there's coconut ash ice cream.
Hmm.
You get it at the village.
Yes.
Pineapple, sugar cake. Bhaji, instead of normal pulori, bhaji pulori. Bhaji akra, the original akara, which is dry peas instead of saltfish. It's dry peas. You get that. You get fufu, you get ugusi soup, you get the cassava bitter leaf, the peanut soup, the plantain. It is wonderful thing, the plantain fritters. And people come looking for that at the village.
But you see, and you know, we were talking about the village, but we have to think about later down the road. We have to continue supporting each other in the community, because we will start up. We will go in the village and we will buy we little African gear. We gile, we shindele, we this. We're gonna buy all kind of things. We support it at that point in time, and when the festivities is over,
we put it away in a drawer.
We put it away in a drawer. Not me.
Not me. Because I remember people watching me January like, were you going with an African? But now, I must say, now people are starting to relax. You're not getting that weird stare anymore.
Yeah.
If you wear African clothes outside of this period.
Right.
People are now accepted. Because now, students' graduation.
Yes. What African wear?
10 years ago, students were not looking for African clothes as the shiny thing, but now they are doing that. Now artists on the stage, big up to Dow. They dressing in African way on the stage, internationally on the stage.
Yes.
Christening is African way now. When you walk in someone's house, they have a drum, they have the decor. So persons are now see that it's okay to be an African.
Right.
It's okay. Yes, people be negative, but it's okay. People are now starting to own who they are.
Yes.
And why not? Why we can't do that?
Yes.
Why we can't start looking at our community? It's okay to support our community.
That is our problem. Because remember when, I don't know if this group is still, you know, is still active, like the Black Caucus. Remember we had the Black Caucus. We need more groups, organizations that are there to support, especially these young Black entrepreneurs, and you know, not even young alone, but by extension the older ones, to support them not only for emancipation time, but all year round. These groups we supposed to be have like a village, a community village, to help these little Black businesses to develop and become something. But our problem is we cannot see each other strive.
Exactly. And we look at, so why they can't do it? Why this one can't do it? Well, then why do it? What you doing?
Yeah.
Why you ain't do it?
Yes.
Why you ain't do it? Okay, Emancipation Sport Committee is doing this. Why can't NACA Association do this part of it?
Yes.
Because, you know, if one committee starts to do everything, it's going to be a problem.
True.
If one person starts to do everything, it's a problem. So why you don't say, here what? This is the pie. You already have this share. Let me do this share. You take this share. Let me take this share. Why we can't do that?
Yes.
Why is always, well, why didn't do it? Why does it always have to be like that?
Yes.
It don't have to be like that. But again,
but
I want to see you reach where you can reach further than me.
Yes.
So we have a network with our entrepreneurs, and we share information. So they go to their little pop-up markets or little events, and they will come into the group. Hey, they're looking for 5 people who doing sweet bread.
That like
Never
that.
pull in one time. Hey, I have a wedding to go, and they're looking for somebody who could do a nice pilau. I know you could cook pilau, let me pull you in one time.
Yes.
And we do that with our group.
And I really appreciate I really appreciate that, you know, you all, you know, the group that you have there, you all are fighting to keep that, you know, community together. But we're going for a little break. And when we come back from our break, we're going to have some more. We're going to have a nice little ad for you all. And we are going to talk more and go more in depth on in terms of youth and youth development and in the economic arena and more of the youth activities. You all stay locked on. We'll be right back. More with Black culture, African culture.
Emancipation time again. Come join us as we commemorate 186 years of emancipation with the 2024 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation at Lich, Yasu Omowali Emancipation Village, Queen's Park, Savannah, from July 27th to August 2nd. Come and shop at the biggest African market in the Caribbean, where you'll find the largest collection of African-inspired art, craft, jewelry, clothing, education, materials, and food. Enjoy 6.5 days of activities for everyone, including workshops for children, entertainment, jazz, pan, tambu bambu, calypso, rapso, reggae, dancing, and drumming. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Admission free until 3 p.m. After 3 p.m., entrance fee $40. Children under 12 free. Let's meet up at the village July 27th to August 2nd. The Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago, moving forward with our heads up. Right,
so we are back. And you know, Khadija, as I told you before, what I wanted to touch on, and I am really interested in that, the reggae concert, which is a tribute
to women.
So
yes,
tell me about that.
We have to go back to foundation. We have to go back to the birthing foundation, which is our mother.
Yes.
Without our mother, we will not be here. So this is a tribute to our mummies, our aunties, our sisters, our grannies. And going back to that long time, you know, long time as a child, before you leave home, your grandmother used to bless you.
Yes.
And when something wrong, you're looking for your mommy, you're looking for your granny, or you're looking for your auntie, your auntie, and they're giving you, you want them to tell you the answer, and they're giving you a history lesson instead. And you must now figure out the message in that story.
Right.
We need to go back to that. We need to go back to our children respecting women. Because there are too many issues. And we look at it as a mother. Even in homes that have both mothers and fathers, you know, the child always gravitates to mommy.
Yes.
If there's an issue, mommy. Clinic, mommy.
Yes.
Doctor, mommy. PTA, mommy. Sports day, mommy.
Yes.
Daddy day. But it's mommy. You need to go back and you need to say thank you.
Yes.
You need to say thank you.
So what day is this reggae?
So that's the 27th. So that's the opening of the village. We are ending the opening with some positive music.
Right.
We have Ziggy Rankin.
My boy, I like you, boy.
King David,
right.
Reefer King, verse Idol back home after a number of years.
Right.
And we have Kushite, Empress Kushite,
yes.
listen, Kushite's voice alone. We have Ihana from Tobago, Stephanie from Tobago, and this year we are giving the Spirit of Emancipation Award to Queen Omega.
Right.
Yes, Queenie music, that positive music.
Yes.
Yes, so give it to Queen Omega.
Okay, nice. And what about the, we spoke about the youth explosion.
Right, so the youth explosion, that's pan. So that's on the Sunday.
Right.
So we have the drums and the pans.
Right.
And again, 100 of young people coming to play the drums, play the pan. And I always laugh at when you ask them, you know, about beating the drum. They don't know, they just know it takes them over.
Right.
They are not there. When they are playing, they are not there.
Out about the experience.
They are physically there, but spiritually they are not there, and it's amazing that they allow themselves to become so immersed in what they are playing and just enjoy that feeling.
Okay. And what are the other youth programs will we have within the what else
so
we have?
again, as I said before,
We have the games, the
kids corners every day. We have
Mm-hmm.
the kids corner every day. So the Unity Reggae concert on the Saturday, the Steel Explosion on the Sunday, and the Youth Day on the Monday.
And what comprises of the Youth Day on the Monday?
So we have number of different workshops. So we have the stilt walking, African dance, African drums, storytelling. We have the haunted house, and the haunted house is really our traditional characters.
Yeah, folk.
Our folklore. You go to the house and you're learning about them. Because again, if someone outside of school don't tell you about it, you're not really learning about it in school.
Right.
Okay? Yes, we have a number of activities for them on that day. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would like to touch on or let the public know where, even though it is being advertised, that they may not,
because someone said, but I didn't know that, and you have to be willing. That's always tell people, you have to be willing.
Yes.
When persons come to the village, but how so-and-so tell me this, but I didn't find, so you have to come and see for yourself.
True.
Don't let anyone tell you anything else. You have to come and experience it for yourself. Come and see what is happening. There's something for everyone, from children to young adults. We have the calypso lovers, the pan.
Yes.
The Sunday is family fair.
Yes.
That's our family day.
Yes.
We had what persons called Tandang Pot. So they come out for the food.
Yes.
They relax. Then they have the junior pan and then the senior pan.
Okay.
And they go. They enjoy themselves. Our village is safe. We can boost that. Never had no fight, no ructionist. When they say when African people come together, it's a pulling. No.
Yes. It's all about love.
All about love. People that's come, Emancipation Day, people that's come with a tent. There's a family picnic.
Yes.
Everyone come and we have bus loads of family coming down and just being part of the village and just enjoying themselves. That is worth it.
Nice. We have a call on the line, and I'm very excited. Hello, good day. Hello. Hello, good day, caller. Are we hearing that caller? Hello. Hello, good day.
Good day. Are you
Hi,
hearing
good
me now?
day.
Yes, good day, Naka. And I did not get the lady's name, but good afternoon
Miss
to
Dyer,
you.
Khadijah Dyer.
Khadijah Dyer, yes, good afternoon to you. So I go to the Emancipation Village every year, more than once during the event. And I also make sure that I make more than one purchase.
Right.
But I'm glad you mentioned food, because that's what I was calling about. Excuse my cough. I go there and I hoping every year to get a nice, and now I'm a vegetarian, I do eat no form of flesh, none.
Right.
And I hoping to get some African fish, but there is none. I say, what's happening? I was supposed to call before, after the event, to talk about it.
Right.
But I would like to get, even if I don't eat it, but I'd like to see it because I watch it online.
Right.
I remember once I was doing food for my church. I was raising funds and I did one of the African dish. I had to do it myself because I don't want other people doing it and not do it how it's supposed to be done. And not the pound food, but things. So I would like to see, because I know they do plantains, they do chicken different in Africa, but a real dish, like you'll have Italian dishes, Chinese and
authentic.
Indian. Right. So I would like to see something like that. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you call it? I said fish or dish?
Fish.
Dish.
Yeah.
But that's a bit strange because we have
igusi. You'll have igusi,
yes,
the igusi with fufu,
and the Ethiopian food, the injera, and also the translation from Cameroon to English. It's called the manager.
Right.
So we do have African authentic food at the village, and they do like 1 or 2 dishes during the week. So again, it's what time we call a reach there. And on the food fair, they go all out because they know people coming for food. So during the week, they'll cook 1 or 2 dishes. And when you ask them, especially from Cameroon, she said she don't sleep the night before emancipation because the process to cook the food
it's a lot.
is hours.
Yeah.
It's hours. They don't we will throw some peas in the pressure cooker. No. They soak the peas, they shell the peas, they cook the peas. No pressure cooker.
So I think we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, guys, so I have to call and apologize because I don't like to get it wrong. So maybe I have missed it, you know?
Yes. We spoke about it. We spoke about it. All right then. Yeah, one thing, Khadija, make sure she cover the food aspect. Because that's an important. That is an important.
I love the food.
And I understand what she's saying, because if I go into the Emancipation Village, I don't want to eat something why I cook home. I wouldn't want to go and eat provision and saltfish. I want to go and get the authentic African food like the egusi, the jollof rice, the different things like that. So I would want to go and experience it, and I understand what she what she was touching on.
We have both sides of the coin. So we have persons who coming for that traditional African food, and also for our traditional, our long time cuisine. So Calvin Gomes, hello to you wherever you are. He was the breadfruit man,
right?
And you have people coming to him for breadfruit.
Right.
And the woman says she can't cook that in her house because no one eats it. So she comes to the village every year to get
just to get
breadfruit.
Wow.
Same thing with black eyed peas pilau.
Yeah.
They can't cook it because it's churned and eaten the black eyed peas.
I don't eat that at all. Sorry, I don't eat that at all.
So they come to the village just to get it. So we do have our local cuisine.
Yes.
And we have our African
authentic
cuisine.
Yes.
Yes. So we have our, and when I say African cuisine, I mean it's being cooked by an African. Moses Dogbatse is from Ghana.
Right.
Justine Galamu is from Cameroon.
Right.
Asifa Ares Martin is from Ethiopia.
So you're getting it from the hands of Africa itself.
Yes.
Nice. But we close to closing off. What do you? Well, I wouldn't say you alone, but the Emancipation Support Committee. Do you have any, plans of making not only this day, this 2-week run, but are you willing to, come together? If you all could come together and make this an ongoing thing, because this should be an ongoing thing for all of us, not only for young people as well, but for those that we have a lot of black conscious people, and we will want to be embraced all year round or to attend. I know we have certain things at a certain time of the month. I can't remember. I think it passed already, but they will want to embrace this all year round. You all have any plans of doing that?
So what we are doing, especially with for economic development,
right,
we reach out to organizations,
right,
for when they're having their events to include the artisans in it.
Okay.
Right? Even for those who want to get special pieces, we recommend our artisans.
Right.
Right? With respect to youth development, where we have our National African History Quiz, and there are plans with Republic to take it up the island.
Okay. All right.
Right? It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. And you see the support. You see, once you have that support, once you get that support from us, the people of Trinidad, but we don't get it.
We don't get that support.
We are convenient. Some of us are convenient black people.
Yes.
Some of us. Some of us are convenient black people. We acknowledge it once a year.
And we hate our own.
True.
We hate our own. Even if we're doing good,
they
go and find something negative inside.
They want it to be great out there, no?
Something bad, they're going to say inside of there, I'm so much fight. What they do?
Yeah.
We still have African children being put out of schools for their hair.
Yeah.
So when you want to come to me anything positive, what you doing about that?
Yeah.
We still have Oxford Street. We still have Woodford Square. If you know the history of Woodford Square, our ancestors' heads were put on these spikes. If you know the history of Picton.
Yes. But Khadijah, I know we real engrossed in it, but you we run out of time again, and no positive corner. There's real be fighting for time every Tuesday. But thank you guys, thank you, Khadijah. Dial boy, Khadijah, give baby a kiss to me. Well, I know he's a big man talking and walking. But thank you very much. Thank you to the Emancipation Support Committee. Thank you to 91.9 for allowing me to have this on every Tuesday. You all, thank you for staying locked on. Blessings, love. See you guys next week Tuesday with more positive corner, more positive energy, love, light, blessings. I hope to see some all in the village for emancipation. Please come out and support. Yes. Come out and support. Come out and support. That's all I have to say. Right? Love in the house. See you all next week Tuesday once again by God's grace. Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Highlighting young, vibrant and future stars spreading our nation's banner across the world. Telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081